How is this even legal? And today, I'm gonna find out if the world's most flexible golf shaft can actually make you hit it longer, hit it straighter, and make you 10 times better at golf. So a bit of a backstory here. Jonathan, one of my lessons is actually using it on the golf course. Yes, on the golf course as his gamer in his practice rounds with his mates. I honestly couldn't believe it when 2 weeks ago he pulled this out of his bag on the first tee and was deadly serious about it. He's like, Alex, yeah, I'm using this today, mate. I'm like, no, Jonathan, you can't. So the reason he said he's using it, he'd done some research online. He found that if your swing speed is moderate or slow and under around 90 to 95 miles an hour with driver, a little bit of extra whip and a softer shaft can help store and release more energy through impact. And he well and truly took this to the extreme. So I thought I would test this out on the golf course too. What clubhead speed would I get if I kept it really super smooth? Does it improve my strike? And does this driver actually improve my rhythm? Because this is what Jonathan says. And Jonathan, if you are wrong, mate, I'm giving you a call because I'm putting this online. I'm putting this on the internet. This driver training aid is legal and promises a lot. I'm semi-thinking Jonathan's hustled me here. And if you have, mate, you're getting a call. Right, here we go, first drive. What? Wait! The sensation I just got there was absolutely crazy. Nothing like I have felt before. Numbers, 232 carry, which I actually don't think is too shabby for the first drive with this. 98.6 clubhead speed. Now I absolutely tickled that. I hardly hit it. I just felt like I was ooh, literally nothing. Ball speed 147.6, and that gave me a 255 total. Now that's not groundbreaking, and it would go a little right, but genuinely, to put it into context with how hard I actually swung that, I felt like I had a pitching wedge in my hand. Felt like I was just yeah. Okay, ball number 2, here we go. It's a little bit of wind down off my left, so let's aim a little bit left on this one, Alex. And again, honey of a hit. Get around the corner. Oh, that one's close. It actually just spat out the trees, same spot. I'm starting to think there's actually something in this. Jonathan, you sort of might have me here. Okay, interesting. 257 total, that last one. 235 carry, 100 clubhead speed, 145 ball speed. Wow. So let me just explain a little bit more of, I guess, what was going through Jonathan's head. Because there is some slight method to the madness. Having a softer shaft increases launch and spin because the shaft bends more during the downswing and it can help add loft to impact. This often results in a higher ball flight, slightly more backspin, useful if you're a golfer who struggles to get the ball airborne. And to be fair, Jonathan won't mind me saying this, he is in that category. Also adding distance for slower swing speeds. The extra whip can help generate more clubhead speed, often for golfers with moderate or slow swing speeds. That's why many slower swing speeds actually benefit from a regular or senior shaft. And well, this, sir, is completely the extreme. Now, there is a caveat with this. If you are a faster swing speed player, this could be the worst thing you could ever do. If your swing is already fast and aggressive, a too flexible shaft can actually make it more unstable and become almost terrible for you to use. You might have to slow down to keep your swing under control, which can actually cost you speed. And honestly, right now, that's what I feel like I'm doing. Now, Jonathan thinks that this shaft right here is the reason he's feeling way better with driver. Way better with driver. And he's gone to the extreme of actually buying a softer shaft in his driver that he games in tournaments. But I don't think it's the actual shaft. Well, it is the shaft, but not for the reasons he thinks it is. It's for a much different reason. And for a very different reason, in fact. Right, okay, before I tell you this, let's go and hit the final shot here on, if you've played Mottram Hall, you know this, right? And I've said this numerous times, what is one of the hardest tee shots here in the Northwest. Literally, when I'm swinging down, it literally feels like this club is like gonna whack me on the back of the head. Just look at it. I don't want to press too much on it. To be fair, it's a little bit my auto flex. Oh, that was ripped. You really have to feel like you time this well. Oh, spit it out, please, again. Right on that corner, just cutting it a little bit there. But you really do have to feel like you time it well. You can't hit it. Whoa, did you see that? You can't hit it with your hands. Let me just shoot you some averages with this too. On those three. They're all a little bit up the right, and it does feel like I'm leaving that face open. Probably teaching myself a few things to do here. That's going into my next point, which is massive. So we've got an average, and they're really quite close. Shot 1, 232, shot 2, 235, and shot 3, 236. That's giving us an average carry of 234 yards with a ball speed of 147.7. Yeah, it's slower than normal, but not super slow. Usually I get a ball speed of like 160. But as I said, remember, if you're a faster swing speed player, having something like this is going to knock the spin too high, which is going to really reduce your ball speed. Clubhead speed, 100. And just to show you that spin for the sake of it, around 3,000 spin. Let's go and find where they have finished. And I want to dive into why I actually think, and there's so many reasons why I think this is better for Jonathan. So just to paint a slight picture, he's a little bit of an over-the-top swinger, loses distance, gets snatchy with rhythm, really just struggles with driver generally. I had tried the 7-iron with this before, and I had great success with students in terms of trying to feel like you get a smoother swing, trying to feel like you swing more on plane. And this is, for me, why he is having so much more success with his driver, so much more distance, because he's learning to move the club better. And what I mean by better is this. Oh, one of my golf balls. As you start down, like the shaft starts to bend backwards, that's lag. It then kicks forwards right before impact. The forward kick can also help close the club face and the shift the path a touch more from the inside, which helps reduce that over-the-top move and helps improve that timing, which promotes much smoother swing. And I'll be honest with you, that's what I feel right here. I feel like I'm having to swing way smoother, but I'm still getting distance. I'm starting to understand what the club head is doing more. So when I then get mine out, which is gonna be super interesting to see on the 18th, what do we actually get with mine? I mentioned like my usual ball speed's like 160. Is it gonna go up because of this? And this is what Jonathan's finding. Yes, he's had benefits from actually getting a softer shaft in general, but him using this out on the golf course in play, he's a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie, I think right now, but he is seeing great results because of that feeling. His swing is timed way better. Here are our golf balls. There's one and there's two just there. I'll be honest with you, I think the third one I'm not going to find, and I don't want to venture into this bush. I think he is crazy using it as an actual club on the golf course, but I do get his method and his madness. Now, I am absolutely a bugger for this, and I'm going to throw Jonathan under the bus again. I'm really sorry, mate. I do apologise. He is a person that gets a little yanky and a little snatchy from the top, and we all can, right? Especially when we've got situations like this without a bounce down the right. It can make us nervous. And just going back to what I felt on that shot is that I was having to create a better move with my trunk and my torso, as opposed to yanking on my arms. Right, so the plan of attack is we're going to hit two more with the G-force, see what numbers we get, see if we can improve on what we've already got. And then I want to just hit one with mine. Compare this to what I normally have, and you know this, you watch this channel all the time, around about the 160, 255, 260 carry. I have been known to hit longer, but let's talk averages, and my average club head speed around that 112. I'm really interested to know, and this is honestly what I think Jonathan's getting, is the fact that he's moving the club better, using this as his driver. I still can't believe he's doing it on the golf course during his social rounds. He's then moving the club better out on the golf course, then believing he's moving the club better because he's not just seeing it on the range, he's seeing it, making sure there's no cars coming, actually on the course in real play. So it's way more believable, right? It's way more believable. And then he gets his own out, he's like, well, let's do the same thing. I've done numerous reps doing it, let's do the same thing again. Right, okay, so we've got the plan of action, let's see what it's like. And you know what? I think those last two shots off the tee, especially the first one, definitely deserves a subscribe to this channel. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button and you are enjoying this content, do consider subscribing. Let's grab my driver. This is actually a really soft shaft as well. It's an Autoflex. Crazy. It does turn some heads, this thing. It's actually really thin. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Okay, I'm really interested because I do think, even though I think, Jonathan, you're crazy, mate, and I keep saying this, there is method to this madness, not only on the shaft side of things if you are a slow swing speed player going down that route, but also the fact that what benefits it has to your swing technically, and the fact that you can use it on the course, I think it's way more believable. Like, just to put it in perspective, when you try to make a change on the range and take it to the course, it's the hardest thing. Maybe this transitions it. Like, see what I mean? If you pull down and sort of get snatchy, or you swing smooth, you feel like you've got to service the shaft way different than you'd ever have with your own driver. Okay, here's ball number 4 with the G-force. I've leaked that on the right again. You idiots, Alex. What numbers have we got? Come on, talk to me. That one wasn't the best. You are the man, Jonathan, because I'm finding this hard, mate. You are the man. Just giving myself a little pep talk here. That was the snatchiest start to the downswing I've done. Why? You're making it bloody hard for yourself. Okay, final one, then we'll get mine out. Because that's where I think I'm going to see this difference. Come on, not snatchy. Oh, I've got it. There she goes. I really waited for that so much more. Oh, are you serious right now? I get it, Jonathan. For 1 minute there, I was giving you a call. Let's just replay that final shot because that was absolutely honeyed. That was a 228-yard carry. Now, not the longest, but look how straight it was. I really did what I was saying I should do. I waited for it. I let it swing and come through. I didn't get snatchy. The one prior to that was snatchy as hell. And a 258-yard total. Holy mackerel, that is good. And what does that take our averages to? There's our spin. There's our club head speed. There's our ball speed. There's our carry. And I want to see distance and total. I know I didn't want that originally. 253 average total. But I think it's much more. And what I have to explain to you here is, like, that feeling of being smooth there was like, wait for it. Let it come down. Don't yank from the top. So it really improves your understanding, your awareness of your face and path control. And for many people that slice the golf ball, this often means that the ball starts straighter and curves left to the right because it exaggerates the feels that fix your path. Also, because the shaft is loading later, the club face can arrive squarer. It's not loading early, and then therefore actually being squarer or even slightly close to the path, this results in a much straighter shot. The one thing that I'm going to say right now is the fact that I'm not yanking it from the top like here is giving me, it feels like that when I hit that shot, and this club was loading here, not like this. This is the moment of truth. How does it perform now when I get my bad boy out? Bad boy, oh, why did you say it like that, Alex? My driver out. I'm never going to call it bad boy again. That was terrible. I apologise. That was awful of me. What are you doing, man? And I'm just going to add a dot and let's put an A for auto flex here. Let's put auto on here. So you can just see in real life what the difference is. Holy mackerel. I felt like I hardly touched that, and look at the shape on it. I get it, mate. I get it. I feel like I'm going to be way straighter with that feeling. Like way straighter. Now, I'm not personally seeing the data gains that Jonathan saw. Okay, that one there went a 254 carry, 28 spin, 158.5 ball speed, 107 club head speed. I actually swung that slower, but I would say this. I do feel like with that swing, I'm going to be so much straighter. So much straighter. And it is only a small sample size. That I don't mind though. A 283 carry, are you serious? I'm very, very happy with that. And this comes back to my point of why Jonathan is driving the golf ball the best he has in his life, because he's got a club that he's using on the golf course that feels like now he's timing his own better. He's putting much smoother swings. And I can't tell you the amount of times I've had to say in a lesson, just feel it a little smoother, just feel it a little softer. Don't try and go after it anywhere near as much. So from that side of things, I am all on board with it. If you're a fast swing speed player, going to something like this, as we said earlier, is going to be probably the worst decision you could make, because it's going to be too soft, it's going to spin too much, it's going to launch too high, and you're going to feel like you're going to have to slow up in order to make it right. But if you're using something like this to improve your timing, then the benefits are that you're going to be so much straighter when you get your own. And I do believe moving the club better, moving the club more efficiently, in the long run, you're going to hit it way better. Like if you can take that same timing, that same feeling into an actual shot, Wow, you're gonna hit it longer. Okay, so where are we at here with the golf balls? I have one here. Wonder what one this one is. I've got one of them. Where's the other? I can see one, and I'm guessing this is the normal one, but I actually genuinely can't see. Yeah, so here you go, normal one, nothing on it. Walk a little further forward. I genuinely can't see it. Let me flip this camera around. This is why I can't see it. It nestled down in the rough here, and to prove this to you, where's it gone? There is the auto flex. Now, just to put this in perspective, this is where I'm stood right now. It went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. G-force is in line with my buggy. 7 yards longer, which I'm quite surprised at how far the G-force went. So I think you've got to look at this as a training aid. Not for me personally, something I would take on the golf course to the extent that Jonathan is, but 100%. I love the idea of getting better timing. And you know what? This proves it. She's gone in my actual bag. So for my tournament next week, I am taking this out on the golf course with me. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. It's a fun one, testing the world's most flexible golf shaft. Thanks for watching.